It's showtime. I'm Namita Purohit. I'm here to be with all of you today. Part of my promotions for the East Coast School and a very special announcement, something that's been we've been building for the last 5 or 6 months or more, and we're here to finally share it with you all outside. So this is part of my promotion for the East Coast School. We are opening cart in 3 hours for the December 4th batch. So the cart will be open November 27th, 12 a.m., which is 3 hours from now. And the cart will be open till December 3rd. And then we have the new batch starts December 4th. We have a welcome call for the students on December 4th at 7 p.m. And those who miss it get a recording. So we're looking forward to welcoming all of you. A lot of people who are wanting to sign up for the coach certification program, they have a lot of questions for me. And I have tried to answer those questions in a lot of different ways. Many different questions over many different webinars, over many different videos. On my YouTube channel, you have my entire video series on the East Coast School so that you can make a really informed decision. And those who sign up to get more information also get access to a mini orientation course that helps them decide if the coaching profession is for them, where we cover right from the business to the qualifications to the struggles to the learning and everything, the passion, the commerce, the purpose, all of that. One question that a lot of people ask me is that how will I set up my business? How will I set up this ease? I can become an ease coach, and I really like your program, and I want to do it. But and a lot of people who come to me are service minded, but at the same time, service does not work unless there's some kind of energy exchange. So it needs to be set up as a professional business. That's when your service is valued, and you value the client as well. So then they're always in this question, and it's pretty overwhelming out there. Like, how do I set up this online coaching practice? It looks so easy when you do it, and you're lucky. You have a presence, you have an online presence, you're doing this, and everything's fantastic for you. But it's really hard for me, and I'm wondering that even if I invest all this money in the coach certification, how am I going to start coaching people? But how am I going to set up my business? And what are some of the things I can do? And today's video, we're going to talk about that and also make a very special announcement. I see a very special person here in the chat, Nilofer Singh. Beautiful to see you there. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Namaste. Welcome here, Nilofer ji. So nice to be in touch with you after so long. Thank you. And Arad ji and Magical Sandeep ji are here as well. So today we're going to talk about the 5 passive income streams for life coaches. So life coaching that I explain to all my students is one part of life coaching, or one way to do life coaching, is to sit in a one-on-one setup and to actually help the client in your one-on-one and help them make progress from point A to point B. But there are so many other ways in which you can coach people and also generate an easy passive income stream, which requires little effort, but once you put in that effort and it starts working for you, right? At the same time, I am not, going to promise that you're going to make $1 million doing that and all of that. No, there is effort. There's a constant work. There's constant push. But I mean, if you love life coaching and if you really want to reach people, then you're going to do that. And any business you set up requires effort. There is no magic pill. There is no quick buck. Anyone promising you that is lying to you or is trying to sell you something so that they can benefit, right? So here we're talking about life coaching and the 5 passive income streams, because another thing that happens with the one-on-one coaching setup is that you have only so many hours in a day, right? And say if you have 6 clients you're coaching, and you're coaching 6 clients over in a month. Every month you have 6 clients, and they're continuing their thing, and you probably have bare minimum you're meeting them twice a month. You're doing 12 appointments in a month. And now, say if you have 10 clients, you're doing 20 appointments in a month. And it's not just the appointment time that is needed when you're doing life coaching, right? There's a lot of preparatory work that you need to do between appointments. You're constantly learning for the client, constantly thinking for them, constantly sending them messages, tracking their progress, things like that. Also, you have a lot of business activities you need to do, promotions, putting up, staying connected with your audience, and generating content, and paying your taxes and your GSTs and um, compliances and so many different things. right? That come with running a business. So there are so many. So you can't if you are going to keep selling your time for money, after a while you're going to get exhausted, and after a while you won't be able to sustain the practice, because even if you do 10 clients, you want to do a thorough job with 10 clients. And for that, you need to do a lot of preparation, so that each appointment there's a lot of impact and the client is making progress. And that means you're thinking about 10 people at a time. You're in 10 different heads at a time, solving 10 different problems at a time. And that is time consuming. So it takes up a lot of your energy, and plus there's business management tasks. So trading your time for money is not the most scalable way to do it. And also when you're starting out, it takes a lot of leap of faith for a client to suddenly sign up for 6 sessions or 8 sessions of coaching with you. And when you do that, it's a leap of faith for them. Also, you're a little underconfident about your own product, and you're like, oh, can I really help this client? Will this really happen? Though in the East Coast certification program, you you have one of your assignment submissions is many hours of coaching that you want to do, that you need to do as a part of your certification, and we assess that, we review that, and things like that. Now, so what are some of the things that you can do? Now, I know there's this whole world out there that talks about, oh, make money while you sleep. It is simple, but it's not as simple as that. But still, you want to generate some passive income streams also as a life coach. And it also expands the number of offerings you have as a coach, because different people are in different places in their journey. Some people are really ready to make that investment in doing the one-on-one coaching with you, but some people are not there. They don't even understand that they have that need. So how are you going to reach those people? How are you going to serve them? And you could do that by various different things. And I'm here to talk about these 5 different ways in which you can generate passive income. And let's start with, and these are some of the things I have done. These are some of the things my students have done as coaches. And these are some of the things that we also teach as a part of the coach. Anyway, I'll let that out a little later. That's the surprise part today. We have some new stuff coming up for you all. So we have printed actionable material. That's point number 1. That's one of the income generating streams you could do. Now, what does that mean, right? You could make a healthy meal check-in plan, right? Every day you make you can give them a diary, an online ebook, or an online downloadable PDF that they could follow their healthy meal plan, right? Or you could have a journal online for them that's downloadable for gratitude. Or you could make something around a habit tracker. These are the 5 habits I'm tracking every day. And then you're giving them a habit tracker where they're checking their habits, they're giving points to themselves, etc. Right? That's an easy thing to create, easy thing to download, easy thing to sell. And you don't need fancy tools to make it. You can make a simple PDF. You can make a Word document, black and white, Times New Roman font, and download and save it as a PDF and do it. You don't have to have fancy design skills as long as your content is good. And of course, if you have design skills, great. But when you're starting out, start with something and go out and test it in the market. And when people get something organized, when people get something that makes their life easy, they pay for it, because everyone's pressed for time, everyone's struggling, and everyone's trying to be accountable in their life. So when you give them some printed, actionable downloadables, they do take it. And you can keep it simple, and you can keep it cheap. You can even just put out a message, hey, this is my link, and if anyone wants to buy it, and you could set it up for them. You could make a parenting journal. Some parents are struggling with their parenting, and they're trying to follow some behaviors, improve their interaction with their children. And you could just be like, let's have a tracker here. These are the habits you're trying to work on, these are the things, and this is day 1. These are some of the things we want you to learn. Day 2, these are some of the things that I want you to learn. And you could just make it a simple actionable PDF and sell it out. That's coaching. That's passive coaching, and it's passive income. So these are some of the things you can do. And I can give you an example. I have a friend that I helped also, because I got pretty well versed with the whole online business things. And I'm still learning, and I'm always learning, and it's always changing, and it's always pleasurable, and it's always challenging. She is great at cooking. She's great at Ayurveda. She's great at making meal plans, and she has a catering business as well. But a catering business can get unscalable after some time, especially when you're trying to do it in the West where you don't have so much help. And what we came up with is we came up with something very simple. She became a health and nutrition coach. because she was already making meal plans for different people with different ailments and things like that. And she also wanted, people to cook at home. So when you have a couple that's, working outside, it becomes a hard job to come and cook at home and do so many things. So she wanted to make it simple for them. So she started sending them a monthly shopping list. So a monthly, like a list of every day's menu. What are you going to do on day 1 to day 30? Every day's menu with every meal, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then the number of ingredients you need. What are the ingredients you need? And then making a weekly shopping list for them. And then sending that to them every week. So every week they would get the menu for the week that they need to cook, and also their weekly shopping list. Now, for some of us, we may be like, this is all like, wow, why do I need this? No, but there are some people who are so busy, and this can be so valuable for them. And she set it up as a membership. So all she had to do is put down her head for 2, 3 weeks and make those meal plans and shopping lists for the next 52 weeks, right? And then she set it up as a membership, and then she started sending whoever signed up for a membership, it was $20 a month, and all she had to do was send those things, and she got a pretty good registration out there, right there. So that was really nice that she did. And another thing is, you don't have to make all 52 at once. You can even launch with just 4 weeks of your meal plans ready. And once somebody buys it, and you can make sure that you keep adding as time progresses, so that by the time they're on their fourth week, you have the next 4 weeks ready to go and set up, right? So this is some example around printed actionable material that is given to them in a way that's easily consumable, that makes their life easy, and that helps them achieve what they want to achieve, right? Another idea is to do an audio series. Yes. So I have guided meditation audios, right? I have a guided meditation audio that can help people heal their back pain. I have a guided meditation audio on the death meditation, right? Like you're visualizing your own death, and so that you can truly focus on what's important in your life. Understand that. I have a guided meditation on self-love, and a lot on ho'oponopono, forgiveness, on healing difficult relationships, etc. Right? Now, as you build up this collection, these are simple audios that I've recorded on my phone or something simple, and you could do it too. And of course, quality can always be better. But when you're starting out, you can just record these things, and then you can send them these audio files. Or you could make like a 21-day fitness tracker, like motivation, like today you're going to focus on this, or a 21-day mental detox, and all you need to do is record 21 audios of 5 minutes each and send that to them. And even if not 21, 7-day detox. This is what I wanted to do today, and you could club it with some actionable sheets or not. Once you create these things, now why are these called as passive? They're called as passive because you're not involved in the process. It's like every day working with the client, and it's something that you've created once, and then all you need to do is you want to focus on the marketing of it. And gradually, as you build your community, as you build your people, as you build your following and the word of mouth, things pick up, and it becomes a critical mass, and it starts rolling. But you need to start somewhere. So these are some audio meditations you could give along with worksheets and things like that. Now there's a health coach, a friend of mine, and she has this beautiful podcast, and she helps people follow medical man who gives these very kitchen recipes about how to take care of your health without medication and things like that naturally. And she interprets his books, and she makes simple podcasts, she makes simple recipes, and she talks to people about that. And her podcast is doing very well on iTunes. Now what she's doing is that she has different podcasts for different things, but now she's making them like, oh, these are all the things you need to hear if you're trying to heal from Parkinson's or Alzheimer's or miscarriages or infertility or stress. So she's collected those podcasts together, and she's now selling them separately. But now, does she have to every time teach that concept? No, she's made it one time, and now all she's doing is bundling these up, making it actionable for them, and then and it's passive. She's not involved every single day. And it's also, a lot of people like to hear stuff on the go. They like to listen to stuff on the go while they're cooking, while they're driving, while they're exercising, etc. So it's an easy consumable for them. So that's point number 2 that we talked about is, so we talked about printed actionable items. We talked about audio series. We're now talking about ebooks. Now, printed actionable items are more like worksheets. Ebooks are more like stepwise, guidance. I have 3 books in process for the last 6 years. I haven't ever been able to finish, right? And nowadays, the ebook industry is such that it's not that you have to have a publisher. You could make your own ebook on Kindle and make it very simple. Like a friend of mine, her mother passed away, and she was in a lot of grief. And to process her grief, what she did is she started writing down all the recipes that she had learned from her mother. and she wrote them down. She converted them to a Kindle format, and then she made it available to her friends and family, and then on Amazon and things like that. And it's passive income. So any skill you have, any problem that you overcome, any steps that you know about something that and you can give it in a stepwise manner to people. You could make a simple ebook, and it doesn't have to be uh, like a J.R. Tolkien, Harry Potter stuff. It's simple. You could make a 20-page ebook, you could make a 100-page ebook, and you could just start selling it through WhatsApp, through Telegram, through your Slack channel, through YouTube, through podcast, or just through your Facebook page or through your LinkedIn. Very simple to do things. And you can design those books also on Canva. Like there's one book I read on the surviving twin syndrome many years ago. I don't have the link, but this was somebody who was a surviving twin and who understood the struggles that surviving twins go, but how they're diagnosed for mental health issues, and then how she actually wrote a very beautiful book for all surviving twins out there, just sharing her personal experience. Does it have to be perfect? No. The beauty with digital is that when you see an error, you can go and fix it, and you can always upload the newest, the latest version. And you can, even the people who bought it in the past, you can just send it back to them as a gift that, hey, I have the latest version here, and I want you to have it, right? So you could make ebooks, another source of passive income for yourself. Online courses, a little more involved than the stuff that I've talked about so far, which is actionable worksheets, audio series, or ebooks. Online courses are a little more involved because they require a little bit of video, but you could even make an online course just with audio files and actionable steps for what they need to do. Or if you're making a video series, and it doesn't have to be perfect, you can just start with a simple webcam, a simple background, just sit on a chair. And I do simple stuff. I don't have fancy background, I don't have fancy stuff, I don't have a fancy DSLR camera. And I'm sure if I had all of that, stuff would have been much better, but it's a little hard to keep up with some of those complex things. So I like to keep things as simple as possible so that I can generate a lot more content. And you can make an online video series, and you don't have to have a Teachable or a Kajabi or a Zenler or an online course selling platform, etc. That's what other people sell to you. You don't need to have that. You could just make a simple video series, and all you need is an email system, and you could just email that one video every week to the people, or all they get all those 7 videos access. They could be on your Google Drive, and they get access to the 7 videos along with worksheets together. So you got to start somewhere, and you could just record those on your phone. As long as you're giving great, good content, as long as you're giving actionable content, as long as you're giving transformatory content to people, people will stick on and be there for you, right? So that's also, you've recorded it one time, and then you're able to replicate it, right? And another way to monetize and have generate passive income is if you like writing. So you could write about your niche, and you could make it a monetizable blog with pay-per-click advertising. Or if you like making videos, you could do it on YouTube. If you like making podcasts, like my friend, then you could have a podcast and monetize it. Or TikTok, if for those countries in which it is available. So these are some of the things you can do. And once you generate good content and you put it out there, it's repeating on its own. People are going and consuming. Another beauty about passive income ideas that I've shared with you is that people consume it when they want it. There is no pressure for them on them also that they need to consume it at that time when you're providing it to them. So that's the beauty. And people like that flexibility because everyone's like leading really busy lives. So here, and another idea I have, I've already talked about 5 ideas here, which is printed actionable sheets, audio series, ebooks, online courses, or monetizing your blog, your YouTube, your podcast, and things like that. Another thing that comes to my mind, which is semi-passive income, is where you, instead of coaching one-on-one, you do group cohorts. You do group coaching. Okay, I'm going to teach you this concept for 6 weeks. So we're going to be helping you successful. Every quarter I run this program on narcissistic abuse recovery, and every quarter, 3 weeks, 3 months. I have 8 group coaching sessions plus these actionable sheets plus these audio things, and this is I help my clients make the transformation that they're looking for, right? So these are, and that's like semi-passive because it's like it's not like in 1 hour you're working with one person, in 1 hour you're working with 20 people. So it's kind of semi-passive in that sense. And also you could provide coaching on that's another thing we do, but we do it for the very high-end clients. Like I do it for my clients, which is high-ticket clients. Is you could also just, I don't want to do all of this. I don't have time for one-on-one coaching. But yes, I can offer coaching on WhatsApp. I can be available for you on WhatsApp. and I can answer your questions or I can coach you as you are meeting the different problems of life. You could do it on WhatsApp, you could do it on Telegram, you could do it on Voxer. We use Voxer a lot, and you could just go there. So, and it's very simple. Or you could even create a group of like-minded people on WhatsApp or Voxer or Telegram, and then you're coaching them on that one specific thing, and you're not even doing any audio, video, nothing. You're just coaching them and helping them out like that. So these are some of the things you can do, and that comes to a very interesting point here, is that we so I built this myself. I built this grounds up. I was also lucky to be an engineer, a software engineer with a lot of tech background, and I love technology. I love playing around with things and solving technology problems. So I was able to build all of these things up on my own myself. Now the difference is that there were a lot of different when I was starting out, there were a lot of different videos telling me this is how you can scale up your business and make it $1 million in a year, this and that. And then they would tell me like these are the 20 things you need. You need a webinar software, you need an online course software, you need a mailing list, you need a this, you need a this. It used to be like super overwhelming. And especially when I was starting out, I didn't want to have like so many costs because each of these are like memberships that you need to take. And I was just looking at it and I said like, wow, if I take all of these things that they're telling me to take, it's going to cost me like anything between 250 to $300 a month. Indian rupees is about 24,000 rupees a month. And when I'm starting out, do I want to spend so much and have that pressure? Because when I'm in pressure, I can't be creative. I just can't be creative. I can't think creatively when I'm in pressure, right? So I need to like I always try to like keep the pressure off so that I can be very creative in my work. Now, I started out things almost going against the grain of what's happening in the market and what they're telling you must do. I just stuck to my guns and I kept doing and kept building stuff. And as I needed tools, I added them. But I didn't need that Teachable or that Kajabi. There are many free tools out there. There are many simple tools out there, softwares. You don't need those complex, expensive softwares. You can even start with free versions of very simple softwares or even none. You can just run your entire, all these 5 sources of passive income just through your Gmail account and making some Gmail broadcast lists and things like that. So you don't need all those complex softwares. I use very simple softwares in my business, very cheap, but really nice softwares that can really help you scale your work. So that's one thing. You don't need complex cameras, mics, lighting, and things like that. The simpler your setup, you can do it. And even if you have nothing, just start recording with your phone, do a little bit of editing, and just start putting stuff out there, right? So you don't need those complex softwares. You don't need those complex technologies. You don't need to do those Facebook ads. I have done 0 Facebook ads so far, 0 Google ads, 0 Facebook ads. I've done 0 advertising in my work. Is it something I want to change? Yes. I want to advertise at some point so that I can serve many more people. But at this point, have I advertised? No, I haven't advertised. I'm just doing my best to serve and put out good content out there, right? And then people follow, people come. Uh, when they see you, you genuinely mean to serve. So you don't need those complex softwares. You don't need that complex technology, those gadgets. You don't need those ads. All you need is some desire that, hey, if I'm trying to perfect and, wait for all this content to go out, it's never going to go out. But there are people waiting out there for this content. So let me give it to them the way it is right now. And as they grow and as I grow, I can always, and the beauty of digital is you can always edit and modify and update things. It's not once it's gone, it's gone. Like, and you can even start saying that I am still in beta. I've just developed this thing, and I know there may be some bugs here, but we're still in beta, and we're looking for some beta feedback users. And you could, say if your price is $100 for that, you could do it for 25 because I'm looking for feedback. And then once you get the feedback and you fine tune your product, then you can sell it at that price that it needs to be, right? And people understand that. Or you could run a founding members launch where, okay, I'm launching this membership, I'm launching this subscription. Another thing is you want to think about memberships and subscriptions because then you have a forever customer. You're not like looking for a client every month. And then you can say, I'm starting out this subscription, but I'm doing a founding members launch and let's build this together. So I am definitely going to serve you on these 4 things. My vision is to develop these 10 things, and I'm going to do that with your feedback. So once you get into this price, it's a very low price. Help me build this, and then gradually you can build it to where you need to be. So these are some of the things you can do. So don't overthink it. Ship what you have, and upgrade it as you need it. And you also don't need a website. That's another fear that a lot of people have. Oh, I'll have to build a website once I become a coach. Oh my God, how will I do that? I don't know anyone. Where am I going to get help from? How am I going to do this? That's another fear a lot of people have. You don't have to do that. You don't need a website. Just 4 days ago, I've been, one of my clients, I've been helping them. So she's a tarot reader, signature healer, and she's fantastic, right? She's just super fantastic. So I've been helping her, coaching her in her business. And does she have a website? No. She's just doing stuff on WhatsApp, relying on word of mouth, and just doing literally nothing to push herself, right? All we did is, all we did is, I helped her and we spent 10 minutes setting up her Google business page. Just put her photo, whatever she had on her phone, put her phone number, put her address, put what she helps with. And then we shared that link to her past clients that, hey, if you've benefited from my services, and it'd be nice if you can leave a review, it will help me serve more people. Within a day, we had 22 reviews and she had a 5-star rating. And the third day, she had someone call her up and say that, hey, I saw your Google business page and I'd like to take a reading with you. And then that's how things started working. So you don't need a website. All you need is you just set up a Google business page, keep it simple. You don't have to have your best picture on, you don't have to have the most professional picture. It's okay to put your best out there. Write down some stuff that is clear about what are the problems you solve for people and how you can help them, and just go. So what we have done is, and this is my really exciting part, is something that I have been building for the last 5 or 6 months, is because the way I started, low cost, almost no cost. The only cost was my hard work and effort. And as I started and I gradually built up this thing, which looks very complex right now as I'm, building my team and people are joining. But when I started out, I was just making decisions every moment about keeping my costs low, so my pressure is low, so my creativity is high, and my freedom is high, and building stuff in. So based on whatever knowledge I have, and based on however I am learning and growing my business, and I think I'm doing decently well. So by your mercy and your friendship and your grace and your love, uh, we have now also added business modules to the East Coast School. So now the East Coast School is not just East Coast School, it's East Coach and Business School. So all those coaches, all those healers, all those transformers, all those therapists, all those counselors who are looking to expand their business, online business presence, we now have a membership for the business aspects of coaching as well. And all those who are coming to get certified as an ease coach, you can opt for an ease coach business add-on, right? So you get 6 months of the coach training, it's like the how to coach part, and then you can opt for the 6 months of the business add-on, that hey, I need to set up my online business and I would appreciate. And you know what, it's just not online courses. So that has about 7 online courses to help you understand your customers, understand your pitch, understand this, which tools, how to plug things together, where do I start, low cost, what is the first thing I think about, what's the second thing I think about, gradually building it up. And along with that, you also get membership to coaching calls with me and a business community of coaches who are trying to build their business, so you can help and support each other. So what we're doing now is, as a part of our East Coast certification program, you could either buy just the East Coast certification and become certified as an East coach, or you could also have this add-on bundle for business. So I'm going to show you some slides here. Or rather, I'm going to just share my screen here so that you understand what I'm talking about. And you can see this here, bit.ly East Coach. Card is open November 27th to December 3rd. And for those of you who want to look at stuff with me, I'm also putting the link here in the chat so that you can click this and look at the page. And as I'm showing it to you over here, Nilofer Ji was one of our first batches who joined, and in that time we didn't have the business modules, but we do have them now, and we've already were in beta, and we had offered it to some of our graduating students who graduated in uh, April, June, July. So we have some students, we've been testing those programs and testing our own offering and product offering, etc. And now we're ready for a larger, wider audience and a bigger launch. So as a part of the East Coast School, you could also sign up an add-on for the business modules, and we have a discount going on right now. So I'll just share screen here, and I'm going to share my Chrome tab, which is, here we go. So when you go to the link that I've shared with you on the screen, you come to this page, which is, I did spend some time on Monday fixing and redesigning this page because I guess I had time and I had better design sensibilities. So this is a link to the East Coach and Business School. It was a very proud moment for me to add the business aspect here itself. And as these are all the different details that are there about the program. These are the student testimonials. Nilofarji, you're right here. If you're still there on the video, your testimonial is right here in the first line. And we also have all these, and we have many more testimonials, but the page was getting too long. And we also explain what makes my coach certification program different. Wisdom East and the West. We're helping you deal with the body, the energy, and the mind, and spirituality, all four levels to help your clients grow. And then we also have a complete system to help you build your coaching business once you're a certified coach. And we're trying to create leaders and followers, right? We're trying to create leaders in community who are willing to lead all those people who want to be led, who want to lead improved lives and growth and success. Coaching industry facts are here: how fast the industry is growing, and how much impact people are feeling, and how many more people are signing up for life coaching. It's an ever expanding industry. And then you have all the details about what you receive as a part of the coach certification program. So the bundle I was talking to you about is, so if someone wants to say that, no, I'm just going to sign up for the coach certification program, I'm going to expand this a little bit. Let me see if I can do that. Yeah, it looks bigger is better. So you could sign up just for the basic, which is, no, I just want 6 months of coach certification training. Training does not ensure certification. You have to have your assignments up to the mark and 75% attendance in the calls. Now you could either just sign up for this, and you could buy in US dollars or buy in INR. And we also have EMI options, and you can watch this video to know how to enable those EMI options for you. And or you could also take up this basic plus business model. Since the day I've added it, we've received so many inquiries and a lot more interest in the coach certification program since we've added this. So for an additional $500, you get 6 more months of membership to the East Coach School, to all the calls and the community, and plus access to the business modules that we have created. So once you become a coach, when somebody becomes a coach, they need help on two fronts: setting up their business and also dealing with the coaching challenges that come, right? You're a fresh coach out there, and then you have this person coming and you know doing something you're not prepared for. Say your client comes and starts crying in the call, and you don't know how to handle it. Or say your client comes and says that, nah, I'm not on coaching, and give me my money back. And or your client doesn't seem to be focused, and they take the conversation in different areas and different directions, not focused on the outcomes that they had signed up for. So these are different coaching challenges that come. How are you going to deal with them? So that's why we have an extended membership. And of course, we're giving you 6 months of membership, and you could sign up for a monthly one after that. The membership is worth, when we did a founding members launch, it was $50. Then we increased it to $60. Now the membership is worth $125 a month for the business modules and the coach school after your certification. But to those who sign up with this bundle, the basic and the business bundle, they get that for instead of $750, you just pay another $500. So you're saving $250 over 6 months. And you get live calls with me and Team East coaches, continued access to the East Coach School community, access to 7 business modules that help you set up your business, and you get answers to your questions, the challenges that you're facing. And these 7 business modules are really like a stepwise attempt. What do I do first? What do I do next? What do I do third? Exactly the steps that I followed in my business. And also trying to serve the client in a very authentic and a genuine way, right? So this 6 month membership kicks in. So basically you're with us for a year then, and if you want to continue after that, you could go on the monthly plan. And those who don't sign up now, those are like, no, I just want the coach certification and I don't know if I want the business, so I'll maybe sign up later. Then you will get to sign up 6 months later, and at that time I don't know what the rate is going to be. But for those who sign up now, you save $250 at the outset for 6 months. And you are confident that, hey, I'm going to make it in this business and I'm going to do well. Another thing is that the cart opens in about 2.5 hours from now for either of these, whichever you want, and the cart remains open till December 3rd. A very interesting thing is also that those who sign up, whether you do basic or the basic plus business, those who sign up before, like, till November 29th, 9 p.m. IST, you also get a bonus workshop of recorded workshop on how do you define your coaching niche? How do you figure out what your coaching niche is? And you get resources for that and the slides for that. That's a bonus for those people, fast action, who make the decision between now in 2.5 hours to Tuesday, November 29th, 9 p.m. So start living your purpose and live a life of contribution. I'm so elated today that I am not just giving you a coach certification program, but we're also here to support you and help you in that heart-centered business that you're going to set up based on service, and so that you can gain from it, and so that once you gain from it, you can invest it back and you can grow more in your business. So I'm going to stop sharing screen here, checking in if there are any questions. Nilofarji, thank you. Your good wishes are always very, heartfulling. They fill my heart. Thank you so much. And looking forward to serving some of you inside. So yes, we have Shuchi Sharma, Nilofarji, Shivani ji, and Arad, and a few more people. So if there are no more questions, then I'd like to close today. A very important reminder is that, oh yeah, I wanted to show you all the schedule. So what is going to happen between now to November 27th? I need to share screen. I need to share a window, and I need to share the schedule. Yeah, here we go. So let me go back to where the screen is so I can see what you see, right? So this is something that we've been publishing, every very, like very regularly, telling you what the schedule is. So this is a live YouTube live 9 p.m. that I'm just concluding in some time. November 27th, cart opens in a few couple hours from now. November 27th, tomorrow, there is a webinar. It's two-way traffic where you could join the webinar and you could get answers to your questions, whatever doubts you have, whatever questions you have. I'm going to be running the webinar along with my East Coast School team. And we'll be there to support you, guide you, help you, and also sometimes tell you maybe you should not sign up for the East Coast School program. So we do that, right? Because our job is to support you in your growth journey. November 29th is when the early bird bonus expires. I already talked about the early bird bonus. December 3rd is also, we're doing a webinar, like a last shot webinar we do next Saturday, 6:30 p.m. because the cart closes on December 3rd at 11:59 p.m. So we do a last webinar just for people who missed the early bird bonus on November 29th, but they're still looking to join in. And they're like, and very importantly, after December 3rd, the course price is going to rise. This course price has been static since it was launched a year ago, a year and a half ago. We haven't increased the price, but we've added so many modules, so many features, and so many different themes over here, right? And so many case studies also. So we haven't, like, price wise, we haven't increased the price. So the course price is also going to rise. So three announcements. We have the business module, so you could buy the basic plus the business module. There's a fast action bonus from November 29th, ends on November 29th, and the prices of the program, the price rises, course free rises. That's why we usually do 4 launches a year, like 4 open carts a year, 4 enrollment cycles a year. This time we're doing the 5th one, and it's taking a toll on me and my team, but we're still doing it because we don't want you to miss out on this price, because the prices are going to rise. And after, in the next enrollment cycle, this you won't be able to get in at the same price. So think about it. We also have EMI options available. And the cart closes December 3rd, 11:59 p.m. And December 4th, 7 p.m. IST. We have the new students welcome call where we onboard you, we help you connect with each other in your cohort, help you answer your questions, where to find what, because it can get overwhelming when you start, because they're like, how do I attend this call? How do I do this? Where do I find this? Which assignments do I need to submit? And how much time do I have? So join me in the webinar tomorrow. And the way you can get to the webinar is by going to the link that I have shared earlier. If the link is also on the screen, and it is also over here. So I'm just going to stop sharing screen. And how do I do that? Stop sharing. Yes. So stopping to share screen. The link is here on the screen, bit.ly coach. Card opens November 27 to December 3rd. Made a fantastic announcement of the business modules today. Nilofer ji, if you're looking through join, then I'll have to give you a separate link because this is the bundle link, and I can offer you the bundle also. You're a certified coach. I can offer you the bundle for 6 months, or you could join the monthly, whichever works for you. And we're looking forward to seeing some of you inside. I don't see any questions here, but for those who are interested in this program, who have been waiting and who don't want to miss out on the prize, go to this link. I've shared it in the chat. It's also on the screen, and sign up so that you can get the webinar information for tomorrow. The program is in English. The webinar is in English. And the webinar is to answer questions about the program. I'm not doing a live coaching with Namita show there. So just clarifying that, because a lot of people join the webinar and I receive a lot of love from them. But they get a little disappointed because I'm not doing live coaching with Namita there. I'm more focused on serving all those people who have joined to understand more about the code school and take care of them. So looking forward to taking you there. Manjeet Singh has a good question. Is this business part of coaching going to help in any kind of business we do, or just coaching business? It's going to help you in any kind of online knowledge sharing transformatory business. So that could be coaching. Like we had one interior designer. I know one interior designer who's been designing for like major furniture designing for major companies. And then now he's trying to become a coach for other interior designers who are trying to set up their own practice, because he set up his own practice. So anyone who's in the online space, who is trying to help, who has this teaching, coaching kind of business, whether it's the kind of coaching that we do, or it's business coaching or anything, but it's an online business where it's focused on coaching and teaching and training. I can't help with physical product businesses because I have not done that. I don't understand that. I understand the online course industry, the online teaching space, the online coaching space. And it doesn't matter what the coaching space is, but these modules can help with that. Yes, Manjeet ji. Yes, Nilofer ji, will share the separate link for you. And looking forward to serving you all inside. Manjeet, I hope that answers your question. I am so grateful to all of you for joining in, for giving me your time and to listen to all of this. It's always fun to share uh, some successes, some new stuff that we're doing at ease, and our team is expanding, and it's just so much fun to work with everyone. And looking forward to seeing some of you inside, and looking forward to serving some of you in the webinar, or looking forward to serving some of you who just want to set up a separate business membership. One disclaimer here: we don't make your landing pages, we don't make your website, we don't do all that stuff. But yes, we help you, empower you to make decisions about what you need to do and how, and point you to the right resources in the right direction. We're more on the strategy side of things and the tools side of things, and the stepwise building up of your online business side of things. Yes, so some people come and think that we joined this and she's going to set up my business and clients are going to come. No, you got to do the hard work. I'll teach you exactly how to do it. Right? Okay, bye bye. Nice to be with all of you. See you soon. Bye bye.